Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
Second and a yard. Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
First carry for David Montgomery, and he'll get forward for about a yard. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced a turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just...
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll try and get there on the ground. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down?
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
That's down the field for Lamb. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Prescott now. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?